All right, we now know the attack on Nancy Pelosi's husband was politically motivated. After all, the attacker allegedly shouted, "Where's Nancy?" multiple times, and the DA tonight confirmed she was the target of a political attack. But rather than coming together to condemn the attack with no caveats, no whataboutisms, and no politics, we've seen just the opposite. From the left, we immediately saw leaders blaming the political rhetoric from the right for the attack. AOC blasted Fox News for, quote, regularly generating high volumes of death threats to elected officials while pumping propaganda for an extreme right wing that openly embraces fascism. Hillary Clinton said on Twitter, quote, the Republican Party and its mouthpieces now regularly spread hate and deranged conspiracy theories. It is shocking but not surprising that violence is the result. There were many others. Now, while the suspect seems to have been a nudist who lived in the far-left neighborhood of the Castro district in San Francisco, the suspect had a blog that espoused fringe right extremist conspiracy theories like Pizzagate, 9/11 was an inside job, promoting QAnon. But I also believe it's not fair or helpful or productive for the left to be blaming others for this guy's conduct. The same way I don't point fingers at video game makers for violence from kids who play too many games. But it's even more absurd for someone on the right to try to actually blame President Biden for the attack. The guy was there to get Democrat Nancy Pelosi, who the suspect once described as the leader of the pack of lies told by the Democratic Party. So let's not pretend it was anything else. But somehow Fox News and other far-right outlets somehow saw an opportunity, like this from Jackie DeAngelis on Fox News.
Why is our country so divided? President Biden, you got up to the podium and said you were going to bring us together. And that was one of the things you promised people. It's one of the reasons they voted from you and they backed away from Trump, because they did think that he was divisive. So why is this happening and why are we so polarized?
She's really blaming Biden for an attack by a guy spouting far-right wing dogma? Again, I'm not blaming, but Fox News contributor Caitlyn Jenner then piled on.
Another major takeaway is Biden. Truly, he has done nothing to tone down the rhetoric and unite this nation. Violence in our nation is everywhere, and it's at record levels. This is truly, he's become kind of the divider in chief.
Then when discussing the attack on Paul Pelosi, Fox News host Steve Hilton added this later the same day.
Biden has done more than almost anyone to fuel hate and division in this country, the direct opposite of what he was elected to do. If he had a mandate for anything at all, and he barely did, because he barely did a campaign in the traditional sense, it was to unite the country, restore the soul of America, whatever he talked about. He's done exactly the opposite.
There are a lot of reasons to criticize the president. You hear them sometimes on this show. This isn't the time, or one of them. Look, I don't blame Fox or anyone on the right or left for the attack. But for Fox to point fingers about division in the wake of the incident, targeting the Pelosis, is pretty rich.
What do you make of Nancy Pelosi yesterday asking the president, hey, put on hold the State of the Union because of security? Yeah, what do you say to Nancy Pelosi?
She's disgusting.
Beyond despicable behavior. And by the way, they would literally turn, in many ways, the USA into a country we would no longer recognize.
In fact, Pelosi is a committed racist, a hardened bigot. She'd be running the Ladies Klan Auxiliary if they had one in San Francisco. Kind of shocking, actually.
Again, I am not suggesting that that led to this, but that he may have many more details about exactly what happened as the details come out. Some, like Fox's Jesse Waters tonight, trying to make you think that there must be more. There must be a conspiracy at play.
How did this homeless drug addict even get inside the house? No one has been able to give us a straight answer about that. Now, there was glass broken at the rear door. We've seen those photos, but there looks like there's glass on both sides, inside and out. And FBI sources are telling Primetime that's odd.
The same Jesse Waters has been screaming about the corrupt FBI for months, wants the agency disbanded. Now has his FBI sources whispering in his ear about a conspiracy theory that the DA specifically had addressed less than an hour earlier.
He forced his way into the home through a rear glass door by breaking that glass.
This is a time to just call it straight. This unhinged fringe nut tried to attack Nancy Pelosi, and he fell short when just her husband was home. Now Paul Pelosi deserves all of our non-politicized thoughts and prayers, whatever you think of him and her. No one deserves this, period. End of discussion. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your cable provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.